Welcome to It's About to Get Real. I'm your host, the mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell and this show. And today, I'm in the hot seat. This is a special episode where instead of one of you guys being the victim, I turn the tables around on myself, except I can't be the one calling the shots all the time, so the scene is dictated kind of by chance. Let me break it down for you. There are 3 categories: genres, roles, and character types. Of those 3, I get to choose one category. The other 2, completely up to chance. So for this round, I went ahead and picked from the roles category and grabbed antagonist. I was feeling a certain kind of way, as one does. The other 2, up to chance, so I drew from a hat and I got NEO-NOIR and outsider. I was pleasantly surprised with outsider because that goes well with antagonist, but NEO-NOIR. I need to brush up on some film history, so I did a little remedial lesson on what noir is exactly. Turns out that noir is a post-World War II genre, and these films were usually lower budget, hence the contrasty light that is very emblematic of noirs. We have femme fatales, detectives, and bad guys. But neo-noir, that's apparently anything after the 60s with a crime in it. Everyone with a letterbox will tell you their own definition of what neo-noir is, but for the sake of this video, we're gonna focus on the stylistic dialogue and that crime detective do-good-nothing bad guy vibe. Yeah, you got that? Okay, cool. If you're reaching for what kind of films maybe fit this bill, I would say Blade Runner. Yeah, that's neo-noir. So I got to work on writing this antagonist, and I landed on a non-binary character, Ryan, who predominantly drinks Mountain Dew. And then we have the detective, who I literally just named the detective because the detective doesn't need a name. And this detective is kind of doing things under the table. He's a bit of a rascal himself, so a little morally gray, if you will. We don't know who to root for. When I began writing this, I was writing some really juicy action text, and I said, whoa. If I'm gonna do this good on action text, I'm gonna make it dialogue. Now I'm sure my screenwriting professor from ages ago is weeping somewhere into his elbow patches because this is very on-the-nose dialogue, and in most circumstances would be seen as bad writing. But Ryan's crazy, and Ryan's a bad person, so I get to write bad dialogue, and no one else is gonna say shit about it, you understand? So Ryan's talking to a rat, and then the detective comes and has to ask some questions regarding a missing girl. Oh, ruh-roh raggy. And then we end the scene with Ryan revealing something that we really wish they hadn't. And after 2 pages of writing, I said, let's call it quits, and let's put this baby on tape. You know what's crazy? I go on here, I show you guys my writing, you guys show me your acting, and then when it comes time for me to show you guys my acting, I get scared. Well, it happens to the best of us, and I'm the best of us, right? So I had a little outer body experience where I basically wondered, is this stupid? Am I stupid? Is this whole premise of this whole series stupid? And to answer your question, kinda, but it's fun. I don't know. A little self-doubt. And then I got over it, and I put a ton of hair gel in, a little special effects makeup, and I said, let's talk to some rats. Now, I did add music and sound effects to my take because it's my show and it's my rules, and they don't have to make sense to you, and actually I don't have to explain them to you. Please tell me you get that reference. If you're selected for this series and send in a tape of your own, please do not add music or sound effects. Do as I say, not as I do. There's a lot of roadblocks to that, okay, sweetheart? Just trust me on it. I think I've yapped to you enough, so here goes nothing. Roll the tape. And at this point, Ryan didn't know if it was day or night. There'd be the distant sound of traffic, and that would sometimes rattle a manhole. And then there was this rhythmic dripping of sewage water. World's worst metronome. And regardless of time, Ryan had yet to become noseblind to the overwhelming aroma of piss, shit, and dead rats. But there was a thorough thread, a steady pulse, and that was when the detective would come and ask Ryan the same damn questions. Where is she? Why did you take her? How many fingers do I have to break until you confess? Yada 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 yada. But it was kind of becoming monotonous. Okay. Catch you later, alligator.
Morning, Ryan. Ready to talk?
You know, I was just talking about you. I was telling my friend, I think you have a soft spot for me.
And how do you figure that?
Well, you've kept me for a while. Either that or you don't have any other leads.
No one's missing you. Now where is she?
Detective, do you think a girl like that would let me within a mile of her?
I don't think you gave her a choice.
This is getting boring. How about you share some more details on the case and I can help you solve it, bring back this hottie.
How about I start breaking toes?
I'm not really there yet. Can we do some more flirting? Come on, we were getting somewhere. Buzzkill. I think the detective likes me. I mean, what is there not to like, right? Do you think the detective will still talk to me if I give her a, yeah, I don't know, fat chance? What if, I do it while she's still alive? That would be rather nice of me, I think. I should do it soon, then. It smells worse where she is, if you can believe it. Oh, I'm sorry. That was in bad taste. I meant no offense to your kind. This scene is now available in the free acting scenes folder for you and I already did this, so just for you to give it a shot. And then in February, I am only writing romance scenes. So if you can't get it in on Valentine's Day, well, at least you can get it in your reel. Don't say I never did anything for you.